Chapter 14, Give Me Some Space. Our third building block of the rest pyramid, and one of my favorites, is space. Space caps off the rest pyramid. Space is where our memories are made. We all need space in our lives for the special and the meaningful. Important people, occasions, and memories make life magical. These are the things we will remember and value at the end of our lives. How we choose to spend our time reveals who we are as unique individuals. Unfortunately, our space seems to be shrinking. Over the last 15 years, it is estimated that the average person has lost over 3 hours of space per day. Is your life like your sock drawer filled to the brim with no room for even one more pair of socks? This is happening to many people. It leads to increased stress, increased speed, and a decrease in stillness, calmness, and serenity. Imagine a more confident, calm, and serene life. How would this impact your life and those around you? Is it possible to learn how to slow down, quiet the mind, and relax the body? Is it possible to learn how to bring more calmness, serenity, and tranquility into your life? Rejuvenation, to make young again. I love the word rejuvenation, to make young again, to restore to youthful vigor and make fresh again. Like a springtime rain in the forest where all the plants and animals come out to play. We can feel and smell the energy in the air. The forest is alive and rejuvenated. As our lives continue to speed up with more work, deadlines, obligations, family, friends, community, and technology, we're tugged in so many different directions that many times we feel like life is shrinking. Our space is shrinking. We are running out of space to move our bodies, space to eat the right types of foods rather than go through the drive-thru, or space to get enough sleep because there are only 24 hours in the day. We do not take the time to step back and recharge our batteries. We are running out of space to enjoy our lives. When was the last time you went for a walk in the woods, had a massage, paid attention to your breath, took a nap, sat at the dinner table, or had a vacation that did not include work? Do you feel like you have enough space in your life? Do you have enough space to sleep 8 hours per night, work on your breath, go for a walk in the woods, get a massage, read a good book, take a few breaks during your day, move your body for 10 to 30 minutes each day, prepare healthy meals and snacks, provide for self-care, and have lunch with a friend? Creating space. Bringing more rejuvenation to our life begins by creating space. Essential space. The space and time needed for rejuvenation to take place. How do you feel when you look at your calendar and see you have a little scheduled or planned for your day or your weekend? I think we all agree that having more space in our lives is a great feeling. If your life is so tightly scheduled that you have little time for sleep, exercise, eating right, fun, or relaxation, you may have to step back and consider making some changes to allow for more space. We are trending in the wrong direction when it comes to preserving our space. I ask clients how much time they take to recharge their batteries and if they plan regular rest and rejuvenation breaks. Most say they take a vacation now and then, but that is it. Bringing more calmness, more serenity, and more tranquility into our lives can be extremely challenging for almost everyone. We know we need to slow down, but we do not know how. We know we should try to relax more, but feel like there's too much to do. How do you quiet the mind and stay in the moment? How do you bring more mindfulness and stillness into each and every day? Silence is golden. A few years ago, Dr. Phil Nuremberger and I were discussing the silent retreats he holds every summer in Montana. I asked him what he did at his retreats for an entire week. He reported that people hike, meditate, and experience an entire week of stillness. And oh, by the way, there's no talking on a silent retreat. Seriously, no talking? It sounded to me like an entire week of doing nothing. It made me think of the Seinfeld episode, A Show About Nothing. I asked Phil if he thought his retreat was something I should attend. He recommended I start a little bit slower, by trying to do an entire day or two without talking to see how I did. He suggested that my next trip on the road by myself offered a good opportunity to try this. He told me to go without talking for an entire day and only speak when spoken to. I took his advice and did not talk for an entire day. I would have never thought that staying silent for an entire day would have such a powerful impact on me. I started to look at my surroundings differently. I felt calmness around me, and the entire world seemed to slow down. I now follow this practice regularly when I travel. Space has a purpose, a powerful purpose. It allows us the necessary space and time to bring more stillness into our lives. One of my favorite sayings is, the time we love to waste is not wasted time. Time pressures exist for all of us. To create space, it is necessary to take time to step back, reflect, and find ways to bring more planned recovery into our days, weeks, months, and years. Begin by creating a plan that allows the necessary time to recharge by developing micro, medium, and macro breaks into your life. Animal wisdom. The calm donkey. Many years ago, trekking up the north rim of the Grand Canyon, I was astonished to see 4 donkeys and their riders ascending up the north rim. The north rim is a spectacular sight to see, with incredible rock formations and beautiful pine trees. The vistas inside the Grand Canyon are breathtaking. The north rim is extremely steep with tight switchbacks. Danger can be found around every corner. As I was hiking up the north rim, I wondered who in their right mind would be riding a donkey on the steep terrain. One false move and you could fall thousands of feet. My stomach was in knots just watching the donkeys and their riders. What if the donkey slipped or became spooked? Death would be imminent. The next day I asked a few park rangers about the donkeys. They all said the same thing. Donkeys are remarkable animals. They are stronger and more adaptable than horses. They have great endurance, and their senses are extremely acute. It is their confidence, their calmness, serenity, and gentle soul that sets the donkeys apart. I no longer look at the donkeys in the same light. The smart sloth. Another animal that I find intriguing and believe we can all learn from is the sloth, nature's slowest mammal. Everything a sloth does is slow. They move slow, eat slow, and digest their food slow. They are the energy-saving icons of our world. The sloth has only one speed, slow. And nothing is going to speed up the sloth. Learning how to intentionally slow down and quiet the mind are skills that can be learned. I'm now beginning to understand the power of the donkey and the power of the sloth. I no longer look at them in the same light. Micro breaks. When life is busy, it is easy to say no to a big break, but it's nearly impossible to say no to a micro break. There are hundreds of ways to bring more rest and rejuvenation into your daily life. Taking a micro break is simple. Take a stillness break. Close your eyes and breathe slowly for 60 to 120 seconds. Take a hot and cold shower. It is a great way to rejuvenate and build your immune system. Start with hot water and then slowly change to cold. Go back and forth with the temperatures ending with cold. Listen to Baroque music or spa music. Music calms the mind. Walk in nature. Look and listen to all the beauty surrounding you. Do some restorative stretches. Wall extension, standing up dog and down dog. Use your foam roller. This is a great posture and muscle tension reliever. Do some diaphragmatic breathing, taking slow, rhythmic breaths. Have a healthy snack, such as an apple, a banana, and a few nuts. Drink some water or have a hot cup of herbal tea. This is very hydrating and improves energy. Take a nap. A 5 to 20 minute nap can do wonders for your mind and your body. Stare at the moon or clouds. Lay on your back and look up into the sky. Take an hour out of the office. Just step away from the action. Schedule a massage 1 to 2 times a month. And lastly, maybe you try to meditate. It's a powerful way to clear the mind, creating peace and serenity. Medium breaks. Each and every week, plan a longer rest and rejuvenation break. When I see a medium break on my calendar, it makes me smile. Get creative and give yourself the necessary space to recharge your batteries. Go to the movies. Read a book. Play a board game or put a puzzle together. Work in your yard or garden. Move your body with stretching, strength training, or cardio. This washes the brain. Walk along the beach. Play. Find activities you love. Take a hike in the woods and bring some stillness back in your life. Take Wednesday mornings off. It is so nice to see this in my calendar. Take a peaceful drive in the country. I used to do this with my grandpa. Spend a few hours at the spa, get a massage, use a jacuzzi, or take a hot and cold shower. Macro breaks. Take a 12-hour electronic break. Give your brain a needed break. Take a 24-hour work vacation. No work for 24 hours. Take a 3-day weekend getaway. Get a change of scenery. Experience complete silence for 1 or multiple days. Go on a silent retreat. Take a 10-day vacation and see how you feel after day 8. Plan a 3-month sabbatical. It could be life-changing. I may need to look into this myself. Stillness. Practice stillness is essential to bring more calmness, serenity, and tranquility into your world. Learn how to quiet the mind to create a sense of stillness. We often hear our parents ask their children to be still. We may ask them to be still, but do we teach them how to be still? The structure of our mind is vast and an energetic field. Every thought we have is a movement of energy of the mind. In a world where it's easy to become distracted, people quickly move from one thing to the next. Some call it the monkey mind. Like a monkey that is continually jumps from limb to limb, the mind of a very distracted individual never slows down to focus on one thing. Learning how to quiet the mind builds a pathway to inner wisdom and strength. Learning how to build access to the mind begins with stillness. Learning how to be still is a skill that takes practice. It can begin with some simple breath awareness exercises and then move into deeper forms of stillness, such as meditation, prayer, or contemplation. Have you ever had some amazing insights lying in bed, taking a shower, driving down the highway, or going for a long walk? What was it that allowed your mind to open up? The answer is stillness. Meditation. Meditation is a chosen or conscious relaxation exercise with the goal of quieting and clearing the mind, bringing stillness, creating peace and serenity, and opening ourselves up to greater insights. It is a state of thoughtless awareness. It is a state of peace that occurs when the mind is calm and silent, yet completely alert. Meditation is a skill. When practiced on a regular basis, it can help control stress, improve sleep and health, lower inflammation, and improve focus. This state of calmness and serenity helps us find the answers to our questions. The challenge is, how do we achieve this state? There is a whole lot more to meditation than simply sitting still with your legs crossed and your eyes closed, but it does not have to be difficult. At the most basic level, meditation is simply thinking thoughts and then letting go of them. It's about learning to distinguish thoughts that may help and thoughts that do not. Techniques for effective meditation. Block out time. Start with just 5 minutes a day. The key is just to begin. Make an appointment for meditation in your day and start slowly. Find a quiet place where you will not be interrupted. Posture is important. Sit up straight, hands resting on your thighs. I have found that sitting propped up with a pillow against my back or chair or wall can work great. But most importantly, get comfortable. Close your eyes and mouth. Breathe only through your nose. Think of nothing except the coolness of your breath. This will quiet your mind and relax your body. If thoughts keep popping in and out, no problem. Just keep coming back to your breath. Some days are better than others. Some days may be more difficult than others. It's okay. Let your thoughts come and go and keep coming back to your breath. Candle gazing. As you continue your meditation practice, an easy way to enhance your stillness and training is a candle gaze. Do this exercise in a dark, quiet room. Get in a comfortable seated position, place a small candle on a plate and light it. Stare at the light and try not to blink. Once you blink, start the exercise over again. Focus your attention on the flame, ignoring all other thoughts, sensations, and feelings. Keep your gaze steady and unblinking. Continue to focus on your breath and stare at the candle. This is a great focus exercise and can be extremely powerful in your journey to create stillness in your mind. Start candle gazing for 2 to 3 minutes prior to meditation practice. Give meditation a try. The benefits can be life-changing. Meditation is an extremely powerful practice that consciously brings more stillness, leading to greater calmness, serenity, and tranquility in your daily life. Practice meditation exercises using our app, which can be found at ontargetliving.com. Laugh, smile, cry, and practice gratitude. Learning to become more intentional about spreading greater love and kindness in our world can be extremely powerful. It is a mindset that requires awareness. How do you feel when you have a good belly laugh? Sing a song, experience a touching moment that makes you cry, or get a warm smile from a stranger. I love that saying, act your way into the right thinking. We all have days when we just do not feel like exercising or being nice to a family member, friend, or coworker. When we focus on the task at hand, we begin to develop a muscle to act a way into right thinking. This practice can help us all achieve what we want. If we wait to eat right, exercise, be kind, or meditate when we feel like it, right thinking may never happen. Act your way into an attitude of gratitude. Smile more and be kind to others. There is no greater wisdom than kindness. Practice kindness. Take this challenge for an entire week. Smile or say hello to everyone you walk by. It is the simple things in life that touch our hearts and those around us. Let's all spread more love and kindness in our world. Practice gratitude. First thing in the morning, identify 3 things that you are grateful for. It is almost impossible to feel bad when we focus on gratitude. Give it a try right now. Write down the 3 things that you are grateful for. Rest, relaxation, and rejuvenation. The first goal of this section is to deepen our understanding of stress and how detrimental it can be to the mind and the body. The second is to provide some solid rest, recovery, and rejuvenation strategies that we can build into our lifestyle to help us feel and be our best. Space essentials. Big picture. We all need space in our lives to rejuvenate the mind and the body. Space in our lives is shrinking faster than ever before. We sleep less, we work more. Stillness is a skill that needs to be practiced. Having enough space is imperative to feel and be your best. Ask yourself, what can you learn from the donkey and the sloth? Are you satisfied with the amount of space you currently have in your life? What can you do to expand and protect your space? How do you feel when you have an open calendar for the day? Do you take the time to unplug and recharge your batteries on a regular basis? How do you feel when you get a good night of sleep and return from a restful vacation? Small steps. Be still each day for 90 seconds. Read a book. Play a board game or do a puzzle. Act your way into right thinking. Laugh and cry more. Smile and be kind more. Show gratitude and love more. Move your body daily. Take a walk on the beach or in the woods. Get a massage. Play more. And lastly, take the morning off from work.